Hey folks, so this is kind of a sort of a part two to the last video I made about pleasure and stop chasing pleasure. So, like, you know, whatever, you have to watch it. But, okay, so the thing is, what I realized is that with the technology, is what it gets us to do, what it makes us do, is it makes us chase something. It will chase the high. Okay, so we're always chasing a high. That's why we're scrolling. That's why we're scrolling through things. That's why we're looking at social media or playing games or watching movies. It's all about the brain's reward system, and it's basically getting an emotional high from whatever it is that we that we enjoy. Okay, but the thing is, um, when you get that emotional high from the technology, sometimes it can make us like obsessive about it. Okay, so that's why sometimes we find ourselves endlessly scrolling, just looking for whether it be a picture or a meme or whatever it might be to make us laugh and get us that high, or whether it be playing video games to unlock stuff, or whatever it may be, a movie, a show. So what is happening is people are losing the ability, or at least temporarily not having the ability to just be present in the room. Like you see people having a conversation and they're both on their phones and stuff like that. I was never really a phone person. I am not really a phone person, but the computer has has had a grasp on me for a long time. Um, when I'm out, when I'm talking to people, when I'm doing whatever I need to be doing, I'm barely on my phone. Um, but when I'm home, it can be it can suck me in and it be an escape for me. So I'm learning like how to be. I guess I don't know if I want to say more disciplined, but just I feel something is off. I don't feel like I should be so sucked in and um, chasing the pleasures of technology as much. Um, and so I've been kind of trying to understand my own psychology in regards to it, and like what are my motivations for using the computer so much, or you know, and what are different ways of thinking about things that might alter my behavior. Um, but one thing that I realized is it's all about chasing. It's all about chasing, not just chasing the high. Well, it is always the high, but it's chasing something. All right, it's always about chasing something. And so what I've been doing today is I've just been not chasing, stopping chasing anything, and just being present in the room, just being present. Um, in rather than getting sucked in and escaping, just being present and enjoying the drink, like an iced tea or something like that. Not drink, not that kind of drink, but a regular drink, like an iced tea or something like that, or enjoying the food. You know, it's just really, instead of it's getting myself to, instead of focus on the screen most of the time, just focus on the room. Just be I know it's not all that profound. I'm not trying to make it sound like it's profound, but this is a personal struggle, and I know it's not just me, because I see it in a lot of people as well. It's the technology has kind of sucked many of us in. Okay, so I had a thought that came to my mind, which was let me see if I can remember it exactly. Um, it was something like, what if I didn't need anything besides sitting quietly, or something like that. It was not the exact words, but so I sat quietly for without any like stimulation for like, I guess, like 2 hours or something. And then when I went back to the computer, I found that it didn't have as much of a pull on me, because I stopped chasing. I stopped chasing. And it's just relearning how to just enjoy the little things, and how to not give the screens so much attention. Okay, because that's what it is it sucks you in, and it takes your attention. So you're zoned out, you're zoned out in escape land, and you're just like on autopilot, clicking and whatever, doing whatever you're doing. So it's just really taking back my attention and being present, and realizing I don't need to endlessly chase whatever high or whatever stimulation the computer offers. I can not chase those things. I can just sit, and I can just be comfortable sitting in the present. And it's now I'm working on like changing my behavior pattern to not allow myself to be constantly sucked in like a drug addict, trying to find that next hit of dopamine, and that next laugh and that next thing. See, that's what it is. It's always the next laugh, the next bit of pleasure, and it just so time consuming after a while. Okay, so it's just relearning how to be present without screens, without the screen, I don't know if I said this already, but I did a 2 week fast of no computer, no phone. I did that maybe a few months ago. No computer, no phone for 2 weeks, and it was interesting because I found like different things to do. I was listening to the radio, which is something I don't normally do. I did watch television a bit, but it's not something I normally do. I'm not really a TV person. But it was no computer, no phone, so it was no internet, basically. Um, and it was a really profound learning experience, but at the same time, I didn't keep it up. I was like, I toyed with it, and then I went back into the internet, and getting sucked in and stuff. And now I'm just trying to find a balance of like, how can I psychologically become more present in life, rather than, like, I want the computer to lose its addictive power over me. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to do, is like to mold my mind in order to have the computer lose its power, you know. So that's what I've been working on. And tonight I've been feeling like a lot of it has to do with attention, and a lot of it has to do with craving. Okay, because if you feel like there's something that the computer or the phone or whatever it may be has that you need, then that's why you chase, because you feel like there's something that you need from it. And from sitting present in the moment, um, I'm realizing that I really don't need anything. And that's the key. Because if you feel like you need something from these machines, then that's going to drive you to search for that thing that you feel like you need. But when you realize you really don't need anything, and you don't even really need the machines aside from work and whatever, whatever responsibilities you use the machine for, you don't really need it other than that. So it's like getting to a point where I'm realizing that I have to relearn being present and being and enjoying the little things, enjoying the food, the drinks, the peaceful sitting and stuff. And I've been making progress, but it's something that I'm in the works of doing here. And so it's interesting. I don't know if this video is valuable in any way, but I just I'm just it sounds it can I can imagine it sounding stupid what I'm saying, like, yeah, be present in the room, and just it's deeper than that. It's more like being satisfied and content with nothing, without needing anything from anyone or anything. It's self-sufficiency. It's like emotional self-sufficiency from just being. That's really more what I'm trying to say. And when you take your attention off of the screens and put that attention just on real life, that can happen where you realize, hey, I really don't need to chase anything, and I really don't need I don't need to add anything to who I already am or what I already am, and I can feel good that way. All right, see ya.